Welcome everybody. How you doing today? This is your boy The Fat Stacks. Welcome to the Stack House. And today we are going to talk about energy. That is the subject of the stocks today. Energy stocks that I'll be looking at, I'm going to be talking about at the end of this video. But I wanted to emphasize one thing when it comes to energy. We all need energy to run all sorts of stuff in this world. So the key word for energy right now, in my opinion, is recovery. And it doesn't look like the recovery economic wise is going to be anywhere near until 2022, in my opinion, due to the fact with the pandemic, and there's a rush to get a vaccine out there. And plus with the economy the way it is now, there's a lot of speculation out there saying that it'll be pretty much near the end of the year, somewhere in there, give or take months, a few months here and there, before maybe a vaccine comes out or whatever the case may be. So, but recovery wise, we might not see a recovery probably till 2022, in my opinion. But there's still other factors as well that can slow the recovery as well economically. So to the case in point, energy. There's energy stocks have been hit hard with what's been going on. Obviously, with planes not flying, ships not going anywhere, people not going anywhere. There hasn't been a lot of expenditures, on gas mainly. You know what I mean? So, with this as well, as you can see, I have it up on my nice little TD Ameritrade chart with the percentage of energy that has fall throughout, a day, 3 month, year, 3 year, 5 year span. Now, me personally, our dependence on oil is going to be going down because of renewable energy in certain ways. Oil is still used for a lot of things, but I think with renewable energies balancing out somewhat, and it'll still take years and years before renewable energy reduces our consumption of oil a significant amount. But until then, I think now is a good time to look into certain energy stocks. I'm looking in there. Like I said, whenever it comes to stocks, everybody needs to do their due diligence literally by doing your research, checking the balance sheets. Do not take my word for it. I've looked into these companies already, and my thing is I am literally sitting and watching these companies. So because I'm looking to invest in some energy stocks, because it's not a matter of if a recovery is gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. And you can never time the markets, but one thing is for sure that you can time is once you visually see people, taking a vaccine, or there's a safe vaccine out there, you know, that people can trust, you can almost guarantee that you probably will have people be more willing to go out places and venture out more, meaning spending more money, um, going to different places here and there. So, but as you can see, on the chart, once again, energy has fall pretty heavy, but there are those stocks out there, in my opinion, that I'm watching, which I'm going to tell you now. So I got my little notes written down here. And when it comes to energy stocks, NextEra Energy Inc. and NEE, Magellan Midstream Partners, MMP, Chevron, CVX, ConocoPhillips, COP. Those are the ones that I'm watching right now, energy wise. So as for an example, we're going to switch over here to MMP's right here stock chart. And if you notice, if you look at this chart, right, one thing I am paying attention to is an entry point down the line of when to get into some of these energy stocks, because I'm interested in these energy stocks. My portfolio, I want to make sure I get in early when I can when it comes to energy, because of the fact it's going to recover. It's just, can these companies last long enough until the recovery happens? So I'm just going to use MMP, Magellan Midstream Partners, MMP, for an example. And by looking at the chart, for me personally, for me, what I'm looking at, and this is the last 6 months, I believe only one time, I believe the stock itself fell $33 a share. It also, yeah, at one point it fell to $33 a share. But mainly, a lot of these stocks I don't see falling under $30 a share. The ones specifically that I'm looking at, in my opinion, I don't believe any of those stocks that I mentioned earlier is gonna fall between $30 a share. NextEra Energy is sitting at over $300 a share, I believe, right now today, and they're looking to do a stock split 4-to-1, which I explained in my last video. So, like I said, I'm just showing you guys an example of the chart and what I'm looking at, what I'm looking into when it comes to these companies. So because it's, like I said, with these companies, it's not a matter of if, it's just when. So if you're looking to getting into energy, I mean, like I said, they're speculating the recovery is going to be slow. And more than likely, recovery might not pick up until 2022, in my opinion. And I mean steadily, and that's if, there are certain factors that don't come into play. Because the elephant in the room is the housing market. With all that's going on, with all the forbearance and people not being able to pay their mortgages after December 31st. So, but that's a whole nother video that people been talking about. That's a whole different subject. But if you guys are looking into energy stocks, once again, like I said, take a look at NextEra Energy Inc., Magellan Midstream Partners, MMP, which you see here, Chevron, ConocoPhillips. They have strong balance sheets. You know what I mean? So my thing is, and of course, these energy companies here and there, some of them might end up getting absorbed into other companies too. As you can tell, there's been a lot of companies that's been being absorbed by other companies, because they cannot they cannot last with this with what's going on in the economy right now. So make sure you check out these companies. Once again, don't forget, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, check out the video. I try not to make these videos too long. I don't want to bore you guys. I mean, there's people out there that do very, very good technicals when it comes to stocks. I'm just trying to give you guys a gist into what I'm looking at and how I see things. Like I said, I'm more of a long-term investor. I try to see things at least, 5 to 10 years out. But one thing is for sure, is we cannot do anything without energy. And you do have some nuggets in that energy field. You just have to be patient, watch them, and whenever you feel the time is to go ahead and strike, that is on you. But me personally, I am waiting and sitting and waiting to see how well the economy goes before I enter into these energy stocks. But one thing is for sure, renewables isn't going anywhere. It is not. It's going to be, you're going to have a lot of these companies trying to find ways to ease the use of oil, or find ways where Mother Nature can produce, like I said, it's not going to overtake oil, you know what I mean, in my opinion. But if it eases the use of oil, it wouldn't be a bad thing. You know what I mean? So y'all have a good day. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay blessed.